Hi guys, Chris at KD Motorcycles. We are back once again with GM MOTO. This time we are fitting his 1390 Super Ducar EVO with a awesome MOTO Pro Works graphics kit. It's the Revel kit finished in the cosmic glitter with the chrome base. It's proper spicy, it's gonna look mega. Let's get on with getting it fitted. Okay, so this is the kit we are fitting. So it is the Revel kit. It's obviously a new kit for the 1390 with it being a new model. So I'll just show you through the kit a little bit. So we've got it all laid out here. This is what you get in your package. So it's all laid out on the backing sheets. You'll see on the first sheet there is a nice big demonstration of the bike. So every piece is numbered, as you can see there, and it'll tell you exactly where on the bike it goes. Obviously it's mirrored for both sides. This kit has been customised, and with it being for GM MOTO in collaboration with ourselves and MOTO Pro Works, you'll see it's got our logo in there, nice and subtle. It's got the GM MOTO logo in there as well, little Italian flag there. You know, MOTO Pro Works can do these things for you, and they send you a mock-up before they print it so you can approve it, make sure everything's exactly how you want it to be. So as always, a massive thank you, shout out to MOTO Pro Works, who we've been working with for some time now. We hope to continue what we're doing with them because we are really excited for some of the projects coming forward. Right, so we're starting with the headlight section. So you'll see on the diagram, headlight section is marked number 1. So every sticker that is relating to the headlight will be marked on the backings as number 1. So we're just going to separate them from the backings, put them all together so we know what order they go in, and then we'll get them all applied. This is the rough layout of where everything's going to go. So starting at the top where the adjuster is, feeding your way down through the middle and then around the outside. Like so they look quite a complicated sticker, but when you actually marry it up to the bike, it's not too bad actually. So they should go down quite well. I'm just need to be wary of that. The ouch is quite thin, not to obviously rip it. So we'll start at the top here with that one. Whilst he's here with his camera, there's your cosmic glitter. Gives a lovely finish under the light. So as always, if you're doing this yourself, make sure the bike is as clean as possible. So this piece sits over the adjuster there, so we're just going to line it up evenly over the hole and press around it there, paying attention to any corners. So press along the gap, then you get a nice fold, a gradual fold. It's one thing I have learned from doing these. If you can, fold it gradually. And the transformation has begun. If the first bit goes on okay, generally speaking, the rest of it will follow. We will get the next orange piece. So again, it's chrome backing, so the orange is reflective with the cosmic glitter. On the coloured parts, you'll see the cosmic glitter is slightly less obvious. Obviously, the colour fades out some of the colours, but you still get the nice effect. So there are a couple of edges here, so I need to try and work it around the edges. It's quite a tight space, so quite fiddly on that because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, all with a bend with actually sort of a pointy corner in the middle of it. So I'm just going to warm these corners up ever so slightly, just so I can pin them down, get them nice and tight. I don't want any water getting behind it. There we go, just to get them to sit nice and tight on that corner, because like I say, it is a bit of an awkward spot for them, to be fair. They could have done with a bit of a cut-out section there, if I'm being totally honest with you. A little bit of feedback, MOTO Pro Works. It has sat, and it's sat nice and tight, so I'm happy with that. But like I say, if you're doing this yourself, you might want to just get a very sharp scalpel type knife and just put a little slit in. But like I say, MOTO Pro Works, a little bit of feedback from us. It might be worth just cutting that, just so it's got a little bit of a cutout, just to make it a little bit easier to get around that corner. But it's on, it looks good, it looks nice. So this is designed to sit on the inside of there, sit in that groove there, and then loop round and sit there. Now, I think this could have potentially could have done with being, 2 stickers, but we're going to try it as one first, because I do have some tools. So my old squeegee and everything pretty much died, so I got a new squeegee, but I also got this pack which has some tools. So what I'm going to try and do is use one of these, hopefully one that's not too sharp, probably that one, just to dig it right into that curve, so I can just apply it here, put it into position and just push it into that curve there using my plastic tool, so then it won't damage anything, and then hopefully it'll sit nice and tight. But like I said, they're quite good. These are only cheap. They're £10 off Amazon if anyone wants to buy some. There's no affiliation, don't worry. But you get the packs with it, you get 2 squeegees, and you actually get a scalpel with extra blades. So it's quite handy, and for a tenner it's not too bad. Alright, so let's see if this works. So we're gonna jam that into that corner, give it a rub. So just use that just to carefully push it in, get that into position, give it a bit of slack. Here we go, headlight finished. So we're going to do the front mudguard next. So you've got the centre piece there for the centre of the mudguard there, and then these are the outer sections for the fork protector sections there. So we'll start with the outside, and then we'll do the middle one last. Headlight's complete. Front mudguard is complete, so it's giving us a bit of a taste now of what the bike's going to look like as we work our way backwards and onto the bigger graphics. So we're going to start on the side spoiler sections next, work our way up the side panels, down the side towards the back, and then we'll finish up on the tank itself. So looking at the diagram here, we're now looking for number 11, which is our spoiler sections. So we'll see there, number 11, there's 2 number 11s. There's the big piece, which is for the main part of the spoiler, and then the second piece just to sit on the top edge. We'll place that over the KTM badge, gives us a good line-up point. Nice and easy. So we need number 8. So you've got the main part there for the spoiler, and then you've got the top section there for the top half. So we'll do this bit first, so it's in line, and then we'll put that bit on afterwards. So you'll see there's a few cutouts so it can go around the various edges and angles. What we're going to do on this occasion is actually only take half the backing, well, a portion of the backing off, just to get it lined up a bit. You can get it in that crease there. This section here isn't actually flat, it actually flares towards the bike, so as you're laying it, it sits itself nice and flat on it, with it being curved towards the front. I'm happy with where that is now, so I'll run down. There is a graphic underneath there. A lot of these graphics are actually, the original graphics, excuse me, heat printed on, so you can't get them off. So just take a little bit extra time around them just so you're not ending up with massive. Even though there's a graphic under there and there is a slight impression of it, the one thing the glitter does do is take your eye away from it, so it's not dead obvious. And one thing I did find on the other side, actually, there is a graphic on this section. On the other side, realised it was a sticker, not a heat press. However, upon peeling off the sticker, realised that the panel is actually slightly recessed for the graphics, so the graphics sits completely flush. So on this side I've not bothered taking that off because it was actually quite difficult to get off, and you end up with the same impression anyway. So we've now done headlight, mudguard, spoiler section, top fairing section. We're now going to do this section, running down the side, running into the tail end of the bike. There is a sticker for the swing arm there as well, and then we'll move on to the tank, and then once that's done, the kit is complete. Little cutouts for the aero sections on the fairing itself. A little bit more orange on this one. I'm going to get a tool because it's a very small space and I have a very fat little finger. Then make sure that's flat down. I don't want it getting caught with any water underneath it. Right, okay, so vast majority of the side panels are covered now. These 2 pieces on either side, quite a difficult piece, but we got them on. So we're just going to put this little insert piece in here on either side before we break to have a little bit of something to eat, and then we'll finish off the back end. So whilst I'm picking these, I just want to run through a few future projects. So we have got 2 more graphics kits in the works with MOTO Pro Works. We have actually got them upstairs now. So the next 2 projects are going to be a KTM 690 SMCR. We've got a very special kit for that. It's actually a brand new kit that MOTO Pro Works have just developed for a supermoto racer. Potentially, it's not confirmed, we might actually be the first people to actually have that kit and apply it to a civilian bike, so to speak. Really excited for that one. We've got the kit upstairs. It looks the bollocks. We've also got a new kit for the new 990 Duke. It's a very, very substantial kit. It's probably 2.5 times the amount of sheets of graphics than this bike is. It's going to be a big job, but it's going to look amazing when it's done. It's going on one of our showroom special bikes, so we'll actually have a few KTM genuine power parts fitted to it as well. Okay. So let's get these next two pieces fitted. So whilst I'm applying these, there's a little bit of news that I need to put out into the world. I've not actually put this on social media yet. By the time you see this video, I will have done. But there's something very, very big and very exciting happening here at KD Motorcycles. So we've been in this building, Keith, well, there's a motorcycle dealership been in this building for probably at least 100 years. Because it's been multiple businesses, but it's been Keith Dixon Motorcycles, then eventually KD Motorcycles since 1959. We are moving. We have outgrown this business, this building, quite significantly, especially over the last 2 or 3 years. The big exciting news we have is that we have actually just purchased a new showroom over in Padiham, in Birmingham. So we're not going far away. It's 10 minutes away tops. It's about 4 miles from where we currently are. It was all approved. It was all put into place this week. So after many years, we are actually going to be expanding into a much bigger showroom, newer layout, better layout. It's going to be a big job. It's not going to happen overnight, so don't worry. We're not going to just disappear and not tell you where we're going. We're going to have a lot of social media coverage on this, so we're going to be telling you when it's happening. Obviously, we're going to give you updates and let you know what's going on. And then eventually, once we're all set up, we will have a massive opening day, relaunch day, to commemorate it. But yeah, massive, really exciting news. We've been pushing for this for a long time. We are moving, we are upgrading, we are getting bigger and better. So keep your eyes open for that. So we're going off the diagram again. We are now starting on number 13. So I'm going to presume that this is this side. Right, so we look at the panel here. Well, the panel, the subframe, this section. So you've got a big concave here. And then this is actually recessed in here as well. So this isn't going to sit flat on this, it's actually going to sit inside it somehow. So whilst we're getting these next few pieces together, we're always looking at what other bikes we can do these kits on. Obviously, MOTO Works do these kits on pretty much every KTM model. So it's got all the new models, the 990, 1390, but it's also got previous models, off-road bikes. So obviously we tend to do these on our new stock bikes, or in this case obviously Jim Moto's bike. But if there's anything that, you know, any suggestions of models that we've not covered or that you think would be a good idea for us to do, you know, I do ask actually let us know, because you know, we think of the things that we want, you know what I mean, and the things that we'd like to do, you know, then we look at all the styles and the options and stuff, and sometimes we go, no, we'll leave that one for another day. But if there's something that any of you watching this go, do you know what, I'd love to see a 390 Duke, the new one with it on, or, you know, an Adventure S, so just, you know, give us a suggestion of what you think you're going to want to see, because we're always looking to do more of these. So, and then what I wouldn't mind doing is putting a bit of a, you know, choosing 2 or 3 designs and putting a bit of a poll out, so, you know, so everyone can vote and say, right, here's the 3 we're thinking, you tell us which one to do. You know, we'd like to get you involved in it and make this a bit more interactive and a bit more interesting. Ooh, that's going to look good. Okay, so that is the MOTO Works graphics kit applied to this 1390 Super Duke R EVO. I'm very happy with how it's turned out. It's the first time we've done such an elaborate scheme in terms of the chrome base, the cosmic glitter finish. Usually we want to do these things, but we usually hold back because you don't know what they're going to look like. But we are very happy with how this has turned out. It gives us a lot of confidence to continue doing the more out there styles. The further we went through this bike, the better it looked, and you know, the way that it's finished off with the subframe graphics there on the insets and on the tailpiece. The whole tank is tied up really nicely with the graphics. We are extremely happy. So that's the end of this one. So next episode regarding this bike will be us fitting the genuine KTM power parts to it. So that'll get done within the next couple of weeks, and then like I said earlier in the video, next to come from us will be the graphics installation for the 990 Duke, as well as the SMCR. There are more in the pipeline of what we want to do as well. And like I said earlier, if there's something you want to see, if there's a specific bike you want to see us do, you know, let us know. We can put a poll out there. We can, you know, throw 3-4 designs out there for options and let you guys choose them. Quite happy to do that. So thanks again for tuning in, watching this version. Hope you all like it. Let us know what you think. I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but we do love it, and it's one of those that probably doesn't look as good on the camera as it does in the flesh. Looks great. So thanks again. See you in the next one.